On weekend mornings, I know what to do, for you see me, yet I cannot see you. I am rocking a brand new hairdo, and of course, I would bring the bear. Ooh. I was feeling Dr. Seussy today, so I thought I would facilitate that need, if you will. So, yes, good morning, and happy Saturday, everybody. It's the weekend, so you know what? In honor of Flannel February, I am rocking the flannel pajamas again. Although, I'm so sad, guys. This is the last week I'm going to be able to do this. I'm so sad. I love rocking these flannel pajamas. I mean, yeah, I could probably make it a thing, but I already have something prepared for the month of March. I don't know. I'm so befuddled right now. Yeah, that's the word I'll use, befuddled. But what's not befuddling is the need and desire to do these videos every single day, and so I shall do that. Now then, what is it? Bear never wants to sit up straight. That kind of works, I suppose. Yep. So it is, Saturday morning, and as I did the week before, and what I'll continue to do up until pretty much the very end of April, is I'm doing AAF picks for the Alliance of American Football, which is totally awesome. Now, again, the AAF is, kind of new. So as of right now, I don't necessarily have a favorite team, for those of you who are unaware, but I have noticed that there are some teams that have aspects that are better than others. But I'll be getting into that momentarily. But now we need to get into who is playing today. And believe it or not, because I'm looking on the screen over there, we actually have a couple of rematches from week 1 already. That's actually impressive. So the first game today is the first rematch, which is Arizona at Salt Lake. Now, in week 1, Arizona beat Salt Lake 38-22. And as of right now, Arizona is one of 3 teams that has remained undefeated so far this season. So I would actually like to see them, bring out a third win. So, yeah, I'm picking the Arizona Hotshots over the Salt Lake Stallions. And for those of you I said this before, but for those of you who do not know, Hotshots are a special brand of firefighters who are essentially very brave men and women who take care of the wildfires out in California, Arizona, and all those other very dry climates out west. So, should any of those particular individuals, or frankly any firefighters for that matter, happen to be watching this video, thank you for all that you do. Now, the next game is at 8 o'clock. The first game is at 3 p.m. on, what's BR Live? I don't know what BR Live is. I get the feeling it's going to be one of those things where, like, someone's going to tell me what BR Live means, and then I'm going to be like, oh, that's what it means. Silly me. But tonight's game at 8 o'clock is, of course, on NFL Network, and that's Memphis at Orlando. Now, Orlando is another team that has remained undefeated, but they're also, obviously, 2-0. Whereas Memphis, sadly, is 0-2. One of the bottom 2 teams in this league. Now, what I have noticed about Memphis is their defense is easily one of the best in this league. Really and truly it is. Like them and honestly, San Diego, they have the best, defenses in this league. which is ironic because neither of those teams is undefeated. The problem with Memphis that I've noticed is they just can't finish a game. Like, way back in week 1, yes, Birmingham beat Memphis 26-0, but in the entire first half, it ended up being 9-0, and that's simply because of field goals. So, that should tell you, Memphis' defense really is something special. But you actually need to finish out a game. And there's no further proof of that than what happened a week ago, when in the beginning of the fourth quarter, when Memphis played against Arizona, they were up 12-0, and they ended up losing 20-18. So, with that said, I think I'd like to see Orlando continue this undefeated streak. I mean, I feel really bad for Memphis, especially because I really like their coach, Mike Singletary, who is the heart and soul of the defense. That was the baddest team in all the land. I speak, of course, at the time of the 1985 Chicago Bears, the second team to hold the moniker of the greatest defense of all time. So, yes. Obviously, the first one was the Super Bowl 12 Cowboys. Then it was the 85 Bears and the 2000 Ravens, and it goes on until a few years ago. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked right now. Now, tomorrow's game at 4 on CBS Sports Network is Birmingham at Atlanta. Ooh. Now, Atlanta is another team that is 0-2. And I really do feel that their defense is their Achilles heel. They easily have the worst defense, and their offense really isn't special either. Meanwhile, Birmingham is, of course, the third team in this league that remains undefeated. This really is a no-brainer. I'm picking Birmingham. Although, one thing I should probably... I'm sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to who's home or who's away. So far, I picked one home team, which is Orlando, which... Actually, has Orlando been home at all? No. Orlando hasn't been home at all this year. So, yeah. Orlando, Birmingham, and Arizona are the teams to beat for sure. And so, it occurs to me that it does follow the mentality I've always had, that a great team is going to win no matter what the odds, and that does in fact include wherever they go. So, yeah. I mean, the Birmingham Iron over the Atlanta Legends, I definitely think is going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando ends up winning this whole thing. Or Arizona. Again, those three teams, Arizona, Birmingham, and Orlando, I just said in alphabetical order, are going to be like the best teams. So, yeah, that settles that. And finally, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on NFL Network, yet again, we have the second of two rematches. San Antonio at San Diego. Now, I said that San Diego has the best defense. Was one of two teams that has the best defenses in this league. Excuse me. With that said, even though they are 0-2, actually no, they're 1-1. They're 1-1, I'm sorry. They are 1-1. I mean, they lost to San Antonio 15-6, but they held them down to just those 15 points. And they ended up beating Atlanta, a week later. So, even though San Antonio and San Diego are both 1-1, I get the feeling that actually, I should probably focus on the game. I'm trying to look at the other games, see if, because it's weird. I'm looking at the results of like the first 2 weeks, and they don't say who was at where. Like this week they show who's at where, but after the scores are all posted, they're going to completely get rid of who was home and who was away. Maybe I should probably like write down what happened, I suppose. But with that said, actually, hold on a second. No, San Antonio was home when. Okay, so San Antonio was at home when they beat San Diego, so now San Diego is at home. This might actually be a different game. You know what? San Diego really showed drive in the game against Atlanta. I mean, yeah, Atlanta is definitely one of the two weaker is one of the weaker teams and one of the only teams that's 0-2. But I get the feeling that San Diego, if they're at home, I think they can take this. So, yeah, I'm picking San Diego of all teams. There you go. So, now my picks are Arizona, Orlando, Birmingham, and San Diego. Almost exactly what the results were of week 1, only instead of San Diego, it's San Antonio that won week 1. But that's not week 1, this is week 3. It's totally different. It's totally different by one number. Actually, by technically 2 numbers, but no time for semantics. Ah, boy. Well, I am completely exhausted right now. Once again, I just got back from running pretty much a half marathon. Although, the good news is, I actually did better than a week ago. Like, a week ago, it was up for debate whether or not I did it, like, sub 2 hours. This time, I know for a fact it was sub 2 hours. Like, it was basically, 59 when I left and 57 when I came back. So, yay, I'm getting faster, kind of. Although I am being smart about what I wear. I think that's the thing. If I wore that windbreaker outfit I would normally wear, I think I would have overheated and that would have completely ruined things for me. Also, even though it is cold, I'm actually kind of in a warm spell right now. Like, by my count, it was like 24 when I left this morning, and it was 18 a week ago. So, it's 6 degrees, but it can be kind of a difference, I suppose. I mean, regardless, you're still below freezing, so what would I know? Although, funny enough, I have ran around a few, because my route does take me around a couple bodies of water. One particularly big one near the highway. And that's not complete. Well, actually, it was frozen at one point. Now it's just like half frozen. Funny enough, though, the ice is actually still thick enough to ice fish on. In fact, some people actually are ice fishing on it. Not right now, but they definitely have their equipment set up for simply walking out there and being able to do it, which, that's pretty cool. Believe it or not, I mean, not that I've been to Keuka, not that I've actually done this, but of course, seeing as how I've been to Keuka Lake out for many years, I know of Keuka College, and I know ice fishing there is also a pastime. So, yeah. Well, it does remind me, I wonder when the polar bear plunge at the Switzerland Inn is. I should probably see when that is, because that is something I do kind of want to do. But at the same time, I want to be able to, plan and prepare for it, because it does take a lot of preparation involved for doing something like that. Plus, it would actually put all the times I've been taking cold showers to good use. I mean, the water is going to be much colder than what I can stand taking a cold shower, but whatever. That's the thing. Like, I know for a fact the water is colder than most people would rather have when I take a shower in the morning, but I don't know if it's below 70 degrees, as it has to be below 70 degrees. I mean 70, not 17. I think if it was 17, it'd be frozen, so yeah, below 70 degrees. And I should probably stop talking about temperatures right now, because I'm probably doing like the whole subliminal messages where people are going to think it's cold now. So, yeah. I am completely exhausted. Thankfully, I'm on the proper Tire 4, going immediately back to sleep. And I have a bear with me, so it's all good. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I can really use support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. As always, I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Saturday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here, to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. Take care, and make good choices.